Hi, boys and girls. So we're doing math right now, and we are actually done with topic 11, which was counting to 1 to 100. So you guys have a test. We're supposed to have a test today. In your test, there's only, let's see how many questions you get. You only have 7 questions. So I will email this to your parents. I also have it here in the school. So parents, if you want to have this test on paper, I did make copies, so if you want to come and stop by and pick it up, we are here Monday through Friday. Not tomorrow because tomorrow is a teacher work day, but actually you can still come. We're from here from 8:30 to 3:30. So if you want to stop by and pick up the test, that's okay. We also have the other worksheets that I've been sending to you, like the CCLA assessments and the social studies user calendar, and I also have all the stuff that we printed out that I will email to you all this week for the students to do, so they don't get behind. All the work has to be turned in by Friday, so I can put it in ThinkWave so the kids can have a grade. So I will call you also after we're done with math and science. So if you have any questions, you can email me, you can call me, but I will make sure to call each and every one of you to let you know that I do have the worksheets here if you want to stop by and have it on paper, because I know a lot of you do not have either a computer or a printer at home, and I understand. So I'm gonna make your life a little easier because I know the situation is a little crazy right now. But I do have this test on paper, so I made copies, and I also have the homework packet of the new topic that we're starting tomorrow. Which tomorrow we're starting a new topic, which is topic 12. We're going to start topic 12, identify and describe shapes. So we're going to learn about two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes. So this is the new topic. We're going to be working, I gave the whole book to the students, but for this week we're only doing 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, on topic lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. I don't give homework out on Fridays, but we'll see how it goes. I will ask the principal if she wants me to give out homework on Fridays, but normally when there's school days, when we have school on Fridays, I don't give out homework, but I will give this out. I gave this to your students, so we're only going to work on lessons 1, 2, and 3. I'm not sure about 4 yet, but I'll let you know. So let me review what we're going to do this week. We're going to talk about two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes, okay? So lo que acaba de decir es que yo mandé este libro a la casa con sus estudiantes. Yo puse start a pensar y donde terminar, pero solamente vamos a hacer 3 tapas. Tapa 1, tapa 2, tapa 3. So 12.1, 12.2, 12.3 por esta semana. 12.4 todavía no sé si les voy a mandar, porque yo normalmente no mando tarea los viernes, pero todavía no sé si la principal quiere que mande tarea el viernes. Yo los voy a decir. So, vamos a empezar una nueva etapa que es hablando de las figuras que son de dos iniciales y 3. So we're going to talk about two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes, okay? So I'm just going to do a little review. This is not going to be long. This is actually going to be a little short. So two-dimensional shapes, boys and girls, are shapes that, I messed it up. They're like triangle, rectangle, a circle. They're shapes that are flat, and normally that I always say to the students, if the shapes do not pop out at you, if you can't see the sides or you can't see the corners of you can't see the shape looking like popping out at you, like you can't see the sides of it, then that's normally a two-dimensional shape. Is what I mean by you can't see its sides, it's what I mean by this. A three-dimensional shape, which is like this. Like this is a cube. This shape, you can see the top of the shape and you can see the side. If you can see the top of the shape and the side of the shape, this is called a three-dimensional shape. And I'm sorry because I kind of messed it up right there, but this is what I mean. So we're going to learn about three-dimensional shapes and two-dimensional shapes. So this is a three-dimensional shape because you can see the top of the shape and you can see the side of the shape. And this over here is a two-dimensional shape because it's flat, you don't see the top. Yes, it has a little pointy there, but you don't see like the flat and you don't see the side. It's just flat, okay? So this is two-dimensional shapes. So that's what we're going to be learning this in this new topic about two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes, okay? With the homework, I want to review, with the test, we're going to review because you do have a test and you need to have this turned in by Friday. So, ese examen, ese nuevo examen, it's from topic 11, la etapa 11. Vamos a empezar una nueva etapa, que es el 12, pero esto es el 11, ya es un examen que los niños tienen que complicar. So we're going to review this, we're going to go over it, and it's really easy. There's only 7 questions, and this is a test. So I'm going to go over it little by little, so when you go home and you pick it up, if you see it on the email, you can help your child with the test. This is a test, so try not to give them the answer. You read the question to them, and you let them do it. You read the question, they will circle in the answer. So, usted le puede leer la pregunta y ellos ponen la propuesta, pero no le den la propuesta, ellos tienen que saber, porque es un examen, okay? Solamente hay 7. There's only 7 questions. So, number 1, it says, if a question asks you count to 12, you will count and you will figure out the missing number. For example, you will look at what the missing number is. So, look at the missing number, and you will bubble it in. That's 1. Then we've been practicing how to count by tens. So let's practice counting by tens in my little whiteboard over here. So I already showed these to the boys and girls, but if you don't want to do, you can practice at home too. But we're counting by tens. So we always start by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I'm going to go over here, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. So here we go. So we're going to count by tens, and I put it like this because this board is small. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Practice with your kids as much as you can before you start making them take the test. And then this will help them remember. And then there's songs that I will send to you that we watched in class. It's counting by tens. It's like they make them do like running by tens, counting by tens by running, jumping, skipping, jogging. We did that in class. So I'll email you that link to that video so you can do it with your kids at home. And it's just counting by tens, and they just do the, they can move around and do this. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now I'm going to say it in Spanish for my Spanish speaking students. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Practiquen los números contando por 10, ¿ok? Les voy a mandar un video también para que ellos practiquen en inglés, ¿ok? So these are counting by tens. You can do this at home with the kids. You can put these in flashcards. They can do this before they take their test, okay? So do this, practice with them so they know. Okay, so counting by tens, they will also have a chart in their test where they're going to count. They're going to give them some numbers. They will have to shade them in with their pencil, and then whatever number comes up next will be like the following number. Remember, we're counting by 10, so if it's, for example, if it goes 80, 70, if it goes 70, 80, you have to figure what's after 80, so then that's what you have to put in your test. So that's an example of what are the questions on the test, okay? Then we did this in class where the students they give you a number where to start. If they tell them to start at 50 and they tell them to stop at 70, then they'll tell you what numbers in between did you not say. So you have to be, they tell you to choose 2 answers, and it will tell you on the test to which one to choose, okay? So that's another question. We're almost done. We're on like question 5. Then they're going to tell you, count by 1 starting at 32, and then you have to complete the number. Whatever number they did not count forward, you have to write the missing number. So it's the same thing as the missing number. So make sure they are counting, make sure they're saying it, and make sure you're not giving them the answer. Make sure they're verbally saying the number while you're doing the test with them. Then you have to count by 10. So you will have like 5 groups of 10. So you will know that's 50. If there's 10 groups of 2, you know that's 20. So they have to count by 10s to get the answer. That's in the test. And then the last, they will have a chart of 100 chart, and there's going to be some missing numbers. So what the students need to do is they have to put in the missing number, and then they have to complete it. Then they'll find the answer on the bottom. Make sure they're doing it, the numbers will go in order, not randomly. So if the missing number is 16 and the next missing number is 20, make sure they're actually going in order within their answers, because the numbers do have to go in order, even though the numbers are random, okay? So that's it for the test. I'm gonna stop here because I don't want to overwhelm you with a new topic. So today is just review. It was supposed to be review just for the kids, but they just have a test. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.